Question number 4, Jacinda Ardern.
Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Social Development and asks, does she have confidence in Work and Income's approach to privacy and the security of information?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, given what we all know and in reference to the kiosks, I have very serious concerns. The incident that has come to light today is someone who has made a mistake. They are always disappointing as mistakes are, but one can't always mitigate against human error.
Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary. Will her independent investigation into Work and Income's privacy breach be broadened to include the at least 10 other incidents reported in the media this year alone, including a ruling from the Human Rights Tribunal that found sustained and systemic Privacy Act breaches?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, as I've said, the investigation that's going on is twofold. So one is into the current situation with the kiosks. It is then expected that that will be broadened out into other IT and looking at other areas. What I would say to the member, though, is that mistakes have happened for years. They happened under Labor. They happen under this government. I mean, we certainly have seen mistakes of other things being leaked. Things happen. I don't expect it. It's not the kind of quality we expect, but actually human error and mistakes can be made.
Jacinda Ardern.
Okay. Does the case I received this afternoon of a Work and Income client who was given a list of jobs to take home only to find the papers included a document with the personal details of another Work and Income client constitute human error or a systemic failure?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, I have had that incident being brought to my attention, but only just recently, so I'd need to look into the details of it. But, Mr Speaker, you can go back and look at other incidences. I mean, for example, in 2004, Ruth Dyson, when Minister, her office released...
Order. The question asked whether this was just a mistake or systemic error, and if the Minister wants to go back, the Minister should in her answer then make it clear she's not just attacking another party but pointing out that in fact she believes this might be systemic. Now, if the Minister wants to do that, I'll hear the Minister. The Right Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, no, I'm not. What I'm not going back and saying is a systemic. What I'm saying is that human errors occur. And I would take it that when Ruth Dyson released 1,354 child, youth and family children via a written question, that was a mistake and a human error and not actually something that was systemic.
Jacinda Ardern.
Does the fact that a Work and Income staffer raised concerns about the security of the Work and Income kiosks a year ago, but had these concerns dismissed by a local manager, constitute human error or a systemic failure?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, I think there is absolutely no doubt that we have very serious problems with the kiosks, how they were networked in and the access that people had to that information. The fact that it was brought to the Ministry's attention and was not acted on is simply not good enough. That is why there is that's why there is an investigation that is going on. I expect it to be answered. I expect it to be fixed.
Jacinda Ardern.
Speaker, does she consider that the Integrity Week, which was held by MSD in March, according to their annual report, to, quote, put a spotlight on information security, was a success, given Work and Income's recent privacy breaches? And if so, will she be running another one next year, with the use of more of what MSD calls scenario cards?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr Speaker, what I would say is that this actually proves that the Ministry of Social Development takes security seriously. They have made mistakes and they're the first ones to stand up and be counted for that. But there is also things like human error, and I find it ironic that the member wants to hang a case manager or a worker out to dry when that's actually not the case. It is simply a human error.
Question number 5, Dr Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr.
Point
Speaker.
of order, the Honourable Stephen Joyce. I beg your pardon.
Mr Speaker, I seek leave to table a personally autographed copy of the Building Skilled and Safe Workplaces report for the benefit of Mr Cunliffe.
Who the author of this report?
Well, it's personally autographed by yours truly, Mr Speaker, for Mr Cunliffe's benefit.
Before I seek leave from the House, need to know the source of this document.
This is the Building Skilled and Safe Workplaces report, Mr Speaker, with its personal autograph from the Minister of Economic Development.
Who produced the document?
I have just produced it now, Mr. Speaker, in my own hands.
Leavers sought to table that document. Is there any objection? Well, we'll deal with this first. Order. The member can object if she wishes. Well, I'll hear the Honourable Annette King.
Mr. Speaker, there is one more question you usually ask, and that is it publicly available? And if it is, you then usually not allow the document to be tabled.
The member is quite correct. On this occasion, I was assuming members would probably object, but does the Minister indicating whether this is publicly available?
Not this particular version, Mr. Speaker. This is a one-off.
Order. I'm afraid that doesn't suffice. If it is publicly available, we won't be seeking leave to table it. Question number 5, Dr. Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.